Welcome to Traders Expo 2017 here in New York City. I'm Matt McCall, joined by Todd Gordon. He's the founder of TradingAnalysis.com and contributor at CNBC. Thanks for joining us, Todd.
Thanks, Matt. Great to be here.
So let's talk a little bit about this market. I know I was kind of busting your chops before we got on here about CNBC because I have the app on my phone. And anytime the futures are down, I get an alert in the morning and says the Trump rally is over, but it just means the market's going to maybe open lower and higher. I know that every time. So I'm not saying you're saying that.
So take advantage of that information.
Exactly.
Just buy the futures and sell them at the close. Interview over.
Let's get your view. I know you've been bullish. Are you still bullish in the market?
Yes, every time, and I agree. I like this rally from a technical perspective. I like it from a fundamental perspective. My call, long-standing, I've had a nice ongoing back and forth with Kernan on Squawk Box. I have a 2,500 call. I like where the market's going. I think the markets are expecting a Fed to be more hawkish than they're actually going to be. I think they're going to remain accommodative. Trump is obviously building on infrastructure. People really like that. Regulatory reform is good. Tax cuts are good. Market seems to be firing on all cylinders. We're having widespread participation across all the sectors. Materials, technology, financials, industrials. Like, it looks good. So I'm bullish up until 2,500.
Okay. So at 2,500, I kind of look at that too, because I mean, depending on where you have the earnings per share going this year, it's about peaked about 19, let's say, based on 2017 earnings. That's still not overvalued.
It's not overvalued. No, it really isn't. So from a fundamental point of view, it's hard to argue to say this market is overdone. And what's interesting, actually, one stat that I brought on Fast Money last week, as we sit here today, everyone is saying the technology rally is significantly overdone. To put some context, we're in 8 weeks of consecutive gains in the XLK, which is the technology ETF. If you go back and say, is that historically overblown? I believe it was January 2012, I'm pretty sure that's right, saw a 11-week consecutive gain in technology. October 1999 saw a 12-week gain. So there's 2 instances in the history of the last 20 years, so give or take, that said this is not overdone. We could have another month until this has never been done before.
But let's go back to those 2 time frames. 99, 2012, a couple years after that. Does that mean
it's happening.
Okay.
It's coming.
Okay.
But it's such a hard market. Like, I hate being long here, but you can't not be long. But I can tell you that as soon as we start seeing we get that 4% down day or 3% down day, I'm going to try to get after the short side. But right now, I'm just like nervously. The analogy I use is like jump as you're a kid, jumping into a dirty pond. Like, you jump in, you close your nose, close your eyes, and you pray to God it's not 2 feet deep. Yeah. And that's just what it feels like to get long in this market.
I don't know where the hell you grew up, but I wasn't jumping in dirty ponds. Right?
I'm from upstate New York. The city's scary to me.
All right, so you are bullish, I guess let's call it short, intermediate term,
yes.
But being cautious, going a little bit longer.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I am cautious. There's a couple of intermarket signs that I'm worrying about. As we sit here today, wire bonds off the lows, with heading into a Fed that's supposedly 50% chance of raising rates in March. Why is gold rallying? Why is the dollar selling off? There's something that's not meshing here. I'm respecting the trend of the S&P. And the way I look at the stock market, it's like it's the last man to always know. It's always the most uninformed market. You know, you're going to get macro trends, a heads up in the macro trends in those other major asset classes. Stocks are always the last man to know. So until they figure it out, you just got to respect the trend.
All right, respect the trend. Todd Gordon, TradingAnalysis.com founder. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Matt.